welcome. Thank you for joining me at What Else? Maria loves to talk. What I'm talking about? Nope, not talking about perfumes. I'm talking about something important, something that has been bothering me. I'm just really, these next set of videos will be, instead of it's called according to Garth, according to Maria, according to how I'm seeing things, what I'm seeing, what has just been, is bothering me at the core. So hey, you guys, I need you to click like and subscribe, get you some snacks, and let's get into it. What is this video about? What am I talking about? I'm talking about I will be talking about Brianna Greer, Jayland Walker, and Nicholas Chavez. First, let's go ahead and start with Jayland Walker. Jayland Walker, nice looking, handsome young man, 25. I want to make sure I have it right. 25. He was killed June 27, 2022, Akron, Ohio, unarmed, running away from cops. He was stopped. I don't know what they was stopping him. It says 12:30 a.m. Unspecified traffic stop. It said it was 13 cops, but 8 cops shot him. What got me when I heard the story? Did I hear the story in June? No, I didn't really hear the story until like the middle of July. So this happened since June the 27th. So what? I'm just gonna read a little bit here. So here, and of course this is from CNN, and according to some people, CNN is fake news, but hey, whatever. When I had cable, I stayed watching CNN, and yes, I did even watch Fox News too. So here they're saying the Akron police chief said handcuffing Jayland Walker after he was shot dozens of times by city police officers was in accordance with the department policy. Are you kidding me? You already shot, I'm gonna call him a boy because I'm an older, mature woman. I'm old enough to be his mammy, his mama. You shot somebody 60 times. Do you think this guy was Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and then you handcuff somebody that is dead? It is, I mean, really? That's insane. That is inhumane, diabolical, okay? So in an interview with CNN affiliate, police chief Stephen Milet said his officers restrained Walker's hands behind his back after shooting him with a barrage of bullets. Walker, 25, was killed June the 27th after he fled what police said was an attempted traffic stop, leading officers on a car chase and then a brief foot chase. It ended after he quickly stopped, and officers believe he was reaching for something toward his waist and moving into a firing position. I don't even know, and I don't know what color these guys were, the cops, but I don't really know how some of these people can go to sleep at night. I don't even know how they can look in the mirror at themselves I don't know how they can wave goodbye to their kids, their sons, their daughters. I don't know how they can look their kids in the faces. You don't even shoot an animal. Something I saw about the right way, or when these people do hunting, shooting at 60 times, and I think they said they were actually, did they find 40 or 20 bullet wounds in this young man's body? But this is, if it's not, he was resisting, he was reaching for, he was doing, she was doing, I'm really tired. I am so freaking tired. Okay, tired. Okay, so now they're saying 8 officers fired dozens of bullets. Walker suffered at least 60 gunshot wounds, authorities have said. Walker fired what appeared to be a gunshot out the window during the car pursuit, and a gun was found in his car after the shooting, but Walker was unarmed when he was killed. But let's keep it real, people. Y'all couldn't get the dude that shot them kids up in Uvalde, okay? Couldn't do it. Couldn't really get the little dude that went to Buffalo and did all that massacre. Couldn't do it. They couldn't get the other little dude that shot up the little kids at Sandy Hook. There's another little one I saw. He was at the Highland something. It's like 3 or 4. Then the guy did the Pulse shooting, and then the other one that did the shooting at the people in Walmart in El Paso somewhere, I forgot. And y'all know your girl, I cover that because I list all the massacres in the Uvalde. If you look at my Uvalde video, then there was another one. It's been so many, but I don't never see the police shoot up these people. I don't see them with no bruises. I don't see them with no busted teeth, no busted eyes, no busted nose. I don't see none of that. I don't see none of that. I just see it when the person looks like Jayland Walker or Breonna Taylor. That's the only time I see this kind of thing, and it's just baffling to me. While they refrain, but that man Eugene Goodman, he could have did what these dudes did in Akron to them guys, the terrorists, domestic terrorists at the Capitol, but he didn't do it. He could have unloaded on all them dudes over there at Capitol Hill, but he refrained. Really, you guys? Okay, so I saw somewhere. I'm doing this to keep from wanting to say something, else, or because I just got my little YouTube thing. I don't want to get banned for saying something out the way, even though I do edit. I try to edit my videos. So somebody's saying, if this was my brother, if this was my son, if this was my grandson, I would not like that. The chief said, I understand that, I truly do, and I am going to have a conversation with others about the need for that. A preliminary autopsy report previously reviewed by CNN contains several pages of thumbnail photos showing Walker dead and handcuffed at the scene and after the body arrived at the coroner's office. I know I'm saying it wrong, you guys. And then it says something about a final autopsy, blah, blah, blah. I'm just looking at just a handsome young guy. But you had that little fat baby Huey dude doing that little thing. Was it in Seattle or Oregon? I forgot where it was. The one that they had, Rittenhouse, that they had freed. Shot 2 guys point blank, kill them on the spot. Okay, he walked around and cops saw this little fat baby Huey, this little funky fat baby Huey walking around with his gun. Nothing was said or done. So I'm confused. And another post that I was reading, they said that, I don't know if it was just one or all 3 of the officers were found to have problems or issues, that they had been in trouble for shooting or attacking other people. And again, I'm not one of the people that's saying defund the police. I have a relative who I think she's either in Lafayette, on the outskirts of Lafayette, Louisiana. She's a cop. I'm saying we need cops. After reading about the bishop in Brooklyn, 3 guys just stormed a church. A man is in a church. It's still a church, even though it's a little small church. and they storm and put a gun to an infant's head and steal these people's jewelry. We need cops, and they need to be paid better than what they're getting. And whoever won that, I'm still stuck on the lotto. Whoever won that $1 billion lotto, I don't know if that's in Chicago or how far it is from Chicago. Y'all need to donate something to the police department. For me, they can't justify this. I don't see no justification of shooting someone 60 times. It's always the same story. The person is running. We've all watched the John Wayne movies. We all watched the Audrey Murphy old cowboy movies. We've all watched Yul Brynner. There was another actor. All those good old time. Robert Mitchum. All those guys. You all know, anybody with some eyes, with some sense, know that only cowards shoot people in the back. People who are running, they're running from you. Okay, so why would you shoot? Why would it take 8 officers? And then they said one of the officers, I read somewhere else, had told the guys something about ceasefire. I see Attorney Ben Crump. I love me some Attorney Ben Crump. Yes, I do. Don't get me wrong, but I'll be like, sometimes he be acting like he's an ambulance chaser like that. Gloria Allred. Yeah, I said it, you guys. I did, but I don't even know. I can't say what I want to say, or I'm not proper enough, even though I might sound like I'm proper, but I'm not proper enough to say what really needs to be done. Because if I do say it, I'm thinking about a horror movie I saw, and if y'all all remember Jeepers Creepers, the original, you remember what he did. You remember the last part when he was looking for them kids, what he did. Is a settlement going to help? Because I know they're going to get a settlement. Don't these cities, don't these towns, don't these police chiefs get tired of settlements, having to pay people, families, $10 and $20 million, $5 million? First of all, for me as a family, that's not going to bring my family member back. That's not enough. I don't care what they would give. It's not going to fix the problem. It seems like the problem is still not being fixed. These officers are the ones that do these kind of things. They're not learning from the George Floyd situation that happened, the tragedy, that Chauvin. Look, I still say that man had it in for George Floyd for something, and that nobody wants to think or question what was the relationship when they worked at this little nightclub, because it had to been some kind of bad blood on the cops' part against Big George. Then the Breonna Taylor. It seems like nothing is being learned. Nothing is being learned. I don't know. All I can say is prayers to his family, that his soul is resting or at peace. I know he's in heaven, but I'm as a spiritual person, I just find it really hard to believe that this child, this young man, it can be resting. I know his mother probably haven't slept, can't sleep. There's just no way. A settlement, yeah, it's gonna help a little, but it's not. These people, they just need to not be working anymore. For me, they're not even qualified to walk the dog. They're not qualified to work at the mall. I don't know what malls are in Akron or Ohio. They're not even qualified to be mall security. I'm serious. If y'all cannot get a domestic terrorist or a child molester or a serial killer that's been getting young girls or boys at these colleges, going into the grocery store, going into the schools, and then you take one to Burger King after he done mowed down some old people in a church. It's pretty obvious to me. It really is. And I was a person that was like, whatever the police says goes, because the police is not going to lie. Whatever the judge says, and I worked at a courthouse. If I told you guys, I worked at the federal courthouse, I worked at the county, I worked in bankruptcy, I saw people in civil, I saw the big drug cases that would come, the big U.S. Marshals, the big drug alcohol, tobacco dudes, the FBI agents at one of the buildings I worked. The FBI agent office was there. I was just like, hey, you know, if they said it's true, because they ain't gonna lie. But now, so I'm older, I'm seeing things. These people do lie. They lie, just like in my previous video that I talked about the fake pastors. Some of these fake pastors who are getting those PPP loans and whatnot.